Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst. Today we are bringing you an 86 rated spicy Diego Jota player review. The Adidas Numbers Up promo is here, and Jota does look one of the better players in the team, which I'm sure we can agree as a whole is a little bit stinky. Let me know your thoughts exactly down below, what you think of this promo so far. Are you happy with the team? Anything that you'd like to see changed? All that sort of stuff. Diego Jota is coming in at around 525,000 at the time of recording this video. I bought him for 434 on PS, so I've made some profit. Not very often I make profit on these player reviews, so I'm quite happy with that. He does come with 91 pace, 85 shooting, 78 passing, 89 dribbling, and 81 physical. As I said, 86 rated. Where did we play him? We played him at centre, attacking mid in a 4-2-3-1 with the stay forward instruction. Nothing else, just the stay forward. And the custom tactics were him on forward, the custom tactics of the team were them on forward runs to get a bit more freedom and movement going in those attacking players. So overall, in terms of the card, we're looking at 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, 5'10", high work rates. Not terrible. Like, I prefer high medium for my centre attacking mids. But high is not bad. That is something that, you know, people can use to their advantage because they can get back. And Jota, given the stats that we've got in the physical side of things, that's actually a really big bonus for him to have that high. In a way, it depends on how you use it. He's got the average body type and he's got no traits of interest for us. In terms of the chemistry styles, I think some people are going to be running Hawk Engine, maybe. Me, myself, similar to, well, same as Jota Adidas. I ran Deadeye, actually. Just to increase the shooting even more and increase the passing. So his short passing is 80. His long pass is 76, which is a little bit low. When we go ahead and put a Deadeye on him, it actually takes that short passing to 95 with 87 curve and 90 vision with 99 shot power and 99 positioning. Maxed out in that attacking side of things and kind of attacking movement, 98 finishing. Really gets the most out of Diego Jota, in my personal opinion. So that's what we went with. He's got 91 agility and 90 balance, so you don't need to really worry about that too much. But overall, very solid in those sort of stats on that side of things. Very expensive at the minute, I think at 500,000 coins, 450,000 on Xbox. But I think given the options in the Premier League right now, for me, I think he's better in central cam. Yes, his passing is a little bit low at 78, but I think he's going to be best in central cam, central attacking mid, because we had the Mahrez SBC and we had the Bernardo Silva. I don't really like Bruno Fernandes at centre attacking mid. I feel like they lack a little bit. So I actually think this fills a perfect gap in that centre attacking mid slot if you didn't do Mahrez and you think Jota suits you a little bit more. Let's go ahead and talk about his pros and cons. His pace, how did he feel? Very similar, actually, to the João Felix that we player reviewed. He felt quick. He felt very good in the burst, kind of over a short distance because of that 95 acceleration. With 88 sprint speed, over the long distance, that's where he falls off ever so slightly. Was it a problem? Not really. I think in a centre attacking mid role, he wasn't really getting into too many positions to, you know, really sprint away for 5 seconds or so. But just in those little intricate areas in and around, you know, in that number 10 spot, that acceleration is absolutely perfect. So a massive pro on the pace, and he felt very good in that area. The shooting, how was his shooting? Well, as I said, we increased his shooting to make him more clinical, to give him more shot power. His long shots is 79, and because he's not got the finesse shot trait, outside the box, they are weak. Like, he is weak in that area, right? So he doesn't give you as much as an attacking threat. Even when you green time them, they would go wide. They wouldn't really get exactly where you want them to be. So a little bit of a weakness in that area. But inside the box, because we increase that shot power, because we give him that incredible shot power, and we really get more out of him, you're going to see him very lethal inside the box. And because he's got that 5-star weak foot, take it on either foot, take that shot power, he puts the ball in the back of the net, and he's very comfortable in that sort of area. So really good in the shooting department, inside the box, outside the box, so a little bit of a letdown. His passing, as I said, passing's a little bit low for a central attacking mid, right? He's got 80 vision on his base card, 76 crossing, 80 short passing, 76 long passing, and 82 curve. It's all just a little bit meh. He lacks a little bit, right? We'll admit that. We'll be with that. We'll be realistic with that. And given the price, that's something that's probably a bit of a letdown. However, RBA passes, R1Xs are strong on FIFA 22 no matter who you use them with. He was pretty, you know, he's pretty good with those sort of areas. Then when it comes to going over the top, the little L1 triangles, the LBY, going over the top, you know, getting it over the defenders, he was fine in that sort of department. Because, again, they're pretty strong. He's obviously not as good as maybe someone like Kevin De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes, but he's certainly, adequate enough in that sort of area. Again, chemistry styles, though, can help this, depending on what you want out of this Diego Jota. So, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. So-so, That's kind of how I felt with him in that sort of area. His dribbling, how did he feel on the ball? Well, he's got 91 agility, 90 balance, 88 reactions, 89 ball control, 89 dribbling, and 87 composure, which is, by the way, phenomenal. How can I compare him? If you've had the luxury to use Neymar this year, that's what it felt like we had. It felt like we had Neymar in that centre attacking mid position, but obviously just with a guy that's not Neymar and in the Premier League and not Brazilian. It felt really, really good. His shot cancels were good. His skill moves were good. His little left stick dribbling, his little tight dribbling, his agile dribbling, all of that was fantastic. You cannot argue with anything in this dribbling department that Diego Jota does offer. In good gameplay, he's very nimble. He's very, very clean to use inside the box, outside the box to provide a challenge. His defending, not really going to talk on too much. The only time his defending would kind of come into it is if you play him in a centre mid position, which I will actually go through in just a second. His physical stats, 80 jumping, 85 stamina, 75 strength, and 89 aggression, which is fantastic for the type of player that he is. I'll go back to the high work rates. You want him to come back and help in defence with that stamina, with that strength, and with that aggression, and even the 80 jumping. He is a workhorse. If you wanted to play this guy in like a centre mid position, you could do it. Maybe you could go with something like an engine on him, an anchor. It really depends on what you want here, by the way. But you can do this sort of stuff to give him that more defensive sort of area because of the high work rates and because of that 89 aggression, because of the 85 stamina. He's got the ability to do so. Was really, really good in that sort of area. And those physical stats, as I said, you cannot argue with from Diego Jota, which is absolutely phenomenal. Let's go ahead and talk about his team links. How do we get him in to our team? You obviously can't, Mane doesn't really work because of obviously the left wing. Unless you go for the central Mane, the inform Mane, if you've got the budget to do that, it's quite easy to get in there. You can link him to Robertson to make things a little bit more easier for you. Or you can go elsewhere in the Premier League. As a whole, very easy to link, I think, across the board. I don't think he's difficult. Obviously, links to that new João Felix card that came out as well. Longevity of the card. How long can the card be used? I think this card is a very, very long longevity of a card. Over the next 2-3 months, I think he'll be absolutely fine because of the pace, because of the physical, because of the shooting, because of the dribbling. The biggest downside where maybe you'll get more frustrated in the long term is the passing. As other cards come out that have better passing stats and probably similar stats across there, that's where you may feel him to be a little bit of a weakness. But he can last comfortably for the next 2 months till we get up towards Team of the Year. End of Team of the Year going into February. That's when I think he was kind of start to come out of people's teams and possibly change elsewhere. That's me going long term, by the way. If you wanted to run him for that long, you could do. I think most people will probably be using this card for about a month and a half, and then they'd look to move on to the next best possible card out there. Enjoyment of card. How much did I enjoy him? I think he's fantastic. He's actually one that took me back a little bit more. Like, I knew he was going to be good, but I didn't expect him to be as good as he is. The biggest downside to me was that shooting outside the box, and obviously just those passing stats as a whole. Suitable level. Can he be played at all levels of FIFA? Absolutely, 100%. This guy will tear it up in the elite division, top end champs, wherever it may be, Division 10, Division 6. It really doesn't matter. He is a great card for all level of players because of the 5-star weak foot as well. The only thing that top level players probably won't like is the 4-star skill moves. Not having the ability to do an elastico, reverse elastico can be a little bit frustrating with your center attacking mid. Overall rating, what would I give him? I think the best thing about Jota is that he's very versatile in the fact that he can play central cam, he can play ram, left mid, right mid, center mid, striker even. He can play where you want, which is great, right? His links are very good. He's got the 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. That's fantastic. The only downside to me, if I'm being picky, is the fact that he doesn't have the 5-star skill moves, but he doesn't have the greatest of passing, but you can increase that with a chemistry style. And that's probably about it. I think he's a really, really good card. Overall rating, I'd give him a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason why I wouldn't give him any more than that is the price. João Felix, I gave a 9.5 out of 10 because I thought he was fantastic and a great... I think he's the best striker bar Mbappe right now, right? Non-icon again, related. But I just feel like Jota's on that little bit more expensive side for what he is in the Premier League. Because you've got the likes of Mane, Salah, the Mahrez was 150k. I think he needs to be around the 300k mark as a tradable item for something for me to be like, yes, that's a 10 out of 10. That's what I'd rate him. You guys let me know exactly what you think too in below, though. Pop it down below in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.